What is up YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video, I thought I'd share with you guys the items that I take in my backpack whenever I'm producing music away from my home studio setup. In today's world of production, you really don't need a lot of gear to produce high quality music and recordings. With just 5 pieces of gear, you can create high quality recordings and tracks on the go even when you're away from your home studio setup. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first item on our essential travel items list is going to be an external hard drive. I use this one by Lacey or Lacey, however you pronounce it. It's a 2TB external SSD hard drive, and it's important to note that this is an SSD hard drive and not an HDD hard drive, because SSD hard drive, they're a lot faster and can process things much quicker than HDD drives. The connection is often faster to your computer too, making them really ideal for storing large content like samples, loops, and sound libraries. So if you're a music producer and you want to free up some space on your computer, an external hard drive is a must, especially for backing up projects and things when you're traveling. So for the next piece of essential travel gear that you will need for producing music on the road, it is going to be a quality set of closed back headphones like the ones I'm wearing right now. It is very important that you get a pair of closed back headphones when you're recording in busy environments or areas with a lot of noise, because closed back headphones don't bleed sound out, they keep all the sound in, and they also block out outside noise, so it's very useful for tracking or recording when you're on the go and you don't want to be hearing all of those outside sounds that could distract you from your mix. So these headphones are the Audio-Technica M40X headphones. They're a really quality budget pair of headphones. You have amazing sound quality and they're closed back, so they really do a great job of isolating sound as they're meant to. And I have had them for a number of years now, so they're getting a little bit frayed on the top, but the audio quality is still pretty good and I'd really recommend them. And another really unique feature about these headphones that I really like, which makes them great for travel, is the fact that they do come with a detachable cable, so if you need to connect it using different connectivity options, that's definitely available for you to use. And another really unique feature of these headphones is that they're actually foldable, so you can fold them to be smaller like so, which makes them really easy to fit into a backpack or compact space. And this is the bag that came with these headphones, so if you're worrying about where you're going to store them so they don't get damaged, you don't need to worry. They come with this amazing bag that fits these headphones really nicely and will keep them protected and safe while you're traveling. Okay, so my third item that I love to carry with me whenever I'm making music on the go is my MIDI keyboard. The keyboard that I use, and was actually my first ever MIDI keyboard for music production, is the Akai MPK Mini. This is a super well-known MIDI keyboard and very well renowned for being great, beginner friendly, and just a good overall keyboard. This keyboard is super good for travel because all it requires is a USB connection, so you just connect this straight into your computer and it should sync with your DAW software right away. So the reason why I always love to bring this with me whenever I'm traveling is because I really think it allows for much more creativity when you have a small keyboard to play on, jot down some ideas, and I also find it makes it a lot easier to create pads and melodies. Okay, so for our fourth item that is needed for making music while on the go, I probably should have mentioned this first because it's the most important thing that you need to make music, but anyways, we're doing it now, so at least it's said. But the fourth most important thing that you need to make music while traveling is a laptop. So this can be anything, a MacBook, a laptop, probably even the laptop you have right now. The specs should be just fine to run music. I would say though, like the minimum specs you should have for running music is maybe 8GB of RAM, an i7 processor, and at least 500GB of internal solid-state drive storage. So for the laptop that I use whenever I'm producing music on the go, this is just a Lenovo ThinkPad. I got it about 4 years ago. It still runs decently fast, not as fast as my home computer, but it does the job really well for when I'm producing. The specs on this is just an i7. It has 500GB of SSD and 16GB of RAM. So it's a pretty powerful computer, even as it is. As I did say before, I do store all of my sounds, samples, and loops on an external hard drive, this guy right here. So my internal computer storage is not really bogged down with all of those extra files. So that's how I'm able to run it smoothly while traveling. So the final piece of gear that I would say is necessary for producing music while traveling is going to be an audio interface. So because I'm actually using my audio interface right now to record this video, I can't show you guys what mine looks like, but I'll put a picture over here. So the audio interface that I use is the Focusrite Scarlett Solo 2i2, and it's the second generation, so it is a little bit of an older model, but I find that the audio quality has really still kept up over the years, and it's still lasting pretty good. The Focusrite audio interfaces are super popular among beginners and professionals alike in the audio space, so chances are if you're a producer, you may already have one at home. This brand of audio interface I personally really like to use while traveling because they're really rugged and hardy, and they're not likely to break or get damaged on the road if you just simply put it in a case or you put some cushioning around it to protect it. So those are going to be my top 5 essential items that I personally like to carry when I'm making music on the road. This setup works really well for me, and I'm able to still be creative and produce good music even when I'm not at home. And if there are any pieces of gear that you guys would consider essential for creating music while on the go or traveling, make sure to comment it down below. And make sure to keep your eyes out for a vlog that I will be doing where I will be traveling and making music on a plane, so that should be pretty interesting. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you want to follow my music journey and see more content like this.